technique. Now the step-in drill is going to start with the athlete in the back half of the ring. The left foot's going to be just inside the ring, and the right foot's going to be stepping just back outside of the ring. And as the step-in kind of connotates, what Denzel is going to do is he's going to take his right foot and just step very easily into the middle of the ring and put his weight on the ball of his right foot. From this position, he's going to rotate and do a 180-degree turn, which is like the drill we were just doing. And then when he hits the power position, he's going to do a double pivot extension drill. Okay, go ahead and do it for the third part right there. So the step-in drill initially is going to consist of three parts: the step-in, the half turn, and the double pivot extension. So Denzel, why don't you go through it one more time again here. So we have the step-in, then the half turn, then the double pivot extension. Okay? Make sure as a coach that your athletes do each one of these in a very balanced manner. You don't need to rush through the positions. You actually want to show control by going through very slowly and methodically at first. Then what we can do is we can start combining different segments of the drill together. So what I'm going to have Denzel do now is I'm going to have you step in and then stop, and then I'm going to have you do a half turn to double extension. Okay? Ready and go. There's the step in, then a half turn to double extension and stick it. Okay? Now we can break it up a little bit different way. Why don't we walk back into the back half of the ring. Let's step in and turn to the power position all in one movement. And then do the double extension. Okay? So we can mix and match the different segments of the drill depending on what you want to work on. What's imperative is when the athlete's foot touches the ground, for this, on the step in, that the ball of the foot touches the ground, that the foot doesn't go flat. If the foot goes flat, the athlete's not going to be able to turn and pivot very well. You want to keep the heel up off the ground just a little bit, not too much, and balance on the outside of the ball of the right foot during the pivot. Then what we can do when the different parts are mastered, we can do the complete step in to full extension all in one movement. So Denzel, why don't you go ahead? Okay, very good. Now you notice, and I can't stress this too much, this is a step-in drill, so he's not jumping in, he's casually stepping in, and once his foot lands on the ground, then the real action begins.